Hello, my Leos. Welcome to Scrappy Siren Tarot. I'm happy to be back. I took a bit of a break for a couple of days just to recharge my energy for the new year. So, welcome. I'll be doing your daily reading for January 4th, 2024. And I'm excited to see what the energy has in store for us. So, let me know how your New Year's went. If you felt any different, if you made some resolutions for yourself, or if you're not really into that sort of thing, that's totally okay. I'm gonna get 3 flyers here to see what you have. Oh, look at that, right away, for tomorrow. All right, so your first card out is the Hanged Man in reverse. Your second card out is the Knight of Cups. And your third card out is the Page of Cups. So there's something that's going to come across your path tomorrow that you're going to feel is destined. Now that sounds really dramatic, but hear me out. With the Hanged Man in reverse, when it's in reverse, it means you're going to be feeling like you don't have a lot of free will in this particular event, this particular situation. It's going to feel like it just, not necessarily that it came out of the blue, but it's going to feel like something was divinely placed in your path. It's going to give you a bit of a surprise. It's going to be unexpected. It could be something small, it could be something big. It depends on each person individually, but we're going to clarify a little bit more with that. But essentially, with the Knight of Cups, this could very well be a new person. Maybe you're meeting someone for the first time. Whether romantic or not, it doesn't matter. The Knight of Cups, he's offering his cup. So it's like I want to say a meeting of the minds. So you could be having a meeting tomorrow. This Thursday, you could be having a collaboration of sorts, but there's someone or something that's going to come across your path that's going to be offered to you, and it's going to feel like it came out of nowhere and that you didn't really, let me put this differently. You didn't do anything to cause it to happen. So you weren't the one who asked this person out. Maybe they're going to ask you out, or you weren't the one who initiated meeting this person, or you weren't the one who caused this thing to come into your life. And with the Page of Cups, it shows that to me that this is something that's going to pique your interest. This is something you're going to be interested in. When you have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups together, you can kind of see in the cards, look, they're offering, their own cups to each other. They're offering an exchange, and it feels pretty equal. So that's a good thing. It feels like a fair exchange, whether it be ideas or feelings. Maybe you're going to connect with someone that you just feel like you guys hit it off like right away. And it just seems like such a weird place to meet this person. I get that kind of like, oh, we randomly started talking in a library, coffee shop, and I don't even know this person. And it's just like, it just works really well. So let's clarify with the Fantasy Garden Tarot a little bit and clarify each card. Spirit, please clarify the Hanged Man in reverse. Please clarify the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and clarify the Knight of Cups. Oh, it's too many. One moment. Okay. And Page of Cups, please, Spirit. Okay, that was quick. All right. Lots of blue in your cards today. I like to look at the colors as well. I really resonate with colors and color theory and how colors match up with emotions and tones and feelings and experiences. So that's always going to be incorporated in my readings. And I've noticed you also have a lot of yellow. So you have yellow and blue for tomorrow. And that's giving me a lot of sun energy. You know, the yellow sun and the blue sky. So on the Hanged Man in reverse, you have the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you were feeling lacking in some area. So whether that be in social interaction, in romance, in shared opinions, in shared motivations, this is giving me you finally are meeting someone or coming across something that shares your ideas and your feelings about a specific situation. So this is giving me a sense of finally, they just get it, finally, you know? And you just been feeling a deficit. It's just been a bit frustrating for you. And then on the Knight of Cups, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant. So this is destined. This is, Spirit's little sign off on, that's how I interpret it on my tarot readings. I interpret it as Spirit just giving a little nudge or indicating that this is something that's supposed to come across your path. So the Knight of Cups, whoever this is, or whatever this is, a new emotion that you're feeling, a new experience that you're getting into, Spirit is saying this is supposed to be on your path, and they're with you in that moment tomorrow. So yeah, it's you can see in this card in the Hierophant, there's some people gathered, they seem to be discussing something. There's a lot of key symbolism. So I don't know, take what resonates. There's a lot of keys and doorways, and that could just be a representation of, stepping into a new environment, or you're going to meet this person in a place you've never been before, or yeah, it's interesting. You'll definitely, I feel if this resonates with you, you'll know. Come back to this reading tomorrow if you have something come across your path like this, and rewatch this and see if anything resonates and makes more sense. So on the Page of Cups, you also have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, your cup is going to be overflowing. Literally, this cup is overflowing tomorrow. So yeah, I can't emphasize this enough. You're going to feel either you have some sort of emotional release, you're able to finally release something that you haven't been able to, especially with the Hanged Man in reverse. It's you've been caught up in this rope or this trap, and it's just someone comes forward to you and kind of wakes you out of it and kind of jolts you out of it, and they're divinely brought to you by Spirit. So romantic or otherwise, doesn't have to be, could be a new romantic suitor, could be a new partner in your life, maybe not. But Spirit's saying the point isn't necessarily for the romantic partnership that could arise from this, although that could be very exciting in and of itself. It's more of it gets you to refill an area of your life that has been in deficit with the Five of Pentacles for a very long time. So yeah, some of you guys are gonna get some emotional fulfillment that you haven't had in a while. And so that's always good to hear, right? So let's go ahead and get your challenge with the Osho Zen Tarot. All right, Spirit, what's the challenge for the day, please? What's the challenge? Let's keep going. I need to shuffle a little bit more. Spirit, what's the challenge for tomorrow? Okay. Your challenge is exhaustion in reverse. So I just got an overwhelming sense of excitement. And so what I'm going to take that as with exhaustion in reverse, you're going to have so much energy tomorrow, you're not even going to know where it's coming from. So your challenge is to channel that in a healthy way. Whether it be going for a run, getting some exercise, expressing yourself through whatever art form you like drawing or dancing or playing games, like whatever you like to do, channel it, because whatever is coming your way, you're super stoked about it. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. Like, tell me what it is. Please, please, please come back tomorrow and let me know what it is, because I would love to celebrate with you and like figure it out, and just have the just like a confirmation, because Spirit did put their stamp on this with the Hierophant, and big or small, it's going to fill your cup. I mean, it's in the cards, right? So let's get your ally for the day tomorrow, and then we'll get your ending oracle. All right, so this one stood out to me, and I'm gonna get one more. Spirit's telling me to get one more. Sorry, 1 second. One more, please. Okay, it's like, no, we're gonna get 3 more. All right, Spirit. So the first card that came out was friendliness. So this is really emphasizing a person or an individual. You guys share something in common. Like whoever you're meeting tomorrow or you run into, you guys share something in common. There's a semblance of the similar values and similar interests, possibly. You're both very different still, but that's what initially draws you towards each other, if that makes sense. So that is your ally tomorrow. So when you meet this person or when you run into this person, I would focus on shared interest. If you're like, oh, what do I talk about? Focus on, asking that person questions about what they like to do, and you might discover you guys like a lot of the same things. So that's very cool. So you have sharing in reverse. So what that means is that, if you are going on a date tomorrow, or if you're in a meeting tomorrow, don't overshare. Share what you feel comfortable with, but if you have something you're currently, working through, it's good to be honest, but at the same time, make sure that you don't feel the need to fill silences just for the sake of filling silences. So take what resonates. And then you have politics in reverse. So avoid politics. Don't talk about politics if you can help it. Usually it's not a fun topic to talk about. I mean, obviously it's important, but in this situation, I don't think it applies. So yeah, avoid hot topics like that if you can. And then we have letting go. So basically let go of the baggage that you've had in previous experiences. Everyone has their own baggage. Everyone has their fears and doubts and stuff. So, let that go as best as you can. It's part of how we learn. We learn through experiences. So part of an experience coming to an end, part of that knowledge that you gained, part of that growth is letting go of what no longer serves you. And you probably heard that many, many times, but for things to come to you in your life, for people to be vulnerable with each other and offer each other a cup, a full cup, you have to be willing to let go of what wasn't fulfilling, to make room for the new, to make room for the good, to release the old. And that's one of the hardest things I think to do, is to let go of that, because it's doesn't mean you're ever going to forget it, or doesn't mean you're ever it doesn't mean you have to ignore it or pretend like it wasn't important to you or whatever, but there's a limited amount of energy that you can hold within your being, within your energy, within your aura. And in order to hold the new energy, you have to release the old. So keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and get your ending oracle, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. And I will see you for your next daily reading tomorrow. All right, Spirit, what's the last thing that we need to hear? Oh boy. Okay. So you have... Oh, interesting. North Node. Future. What's odd is I just received that card. I believe it was yesterday. I pulled a card just for a personal reading. Usually I don't get into the personal readings that I do here, but I did want to point out that I also received the North Node Future yesterday. So there must be some sort of synchronicity in the energy right now. There's... It definitely feels like something's being funneled into a direction, if that makes sense. So card number 34, North Node Future. Okay. The North Node, or ascending node, represents a place the soul longs to be, where fate beckons. See, I told you guys this was destined. Whether big or small, this is supposed to happen tomorrow. So this is uncharted territory. You don't have a map. The North Node calls you to territory that doesn't have a particular charge and can either be an exciting exploration or start off a bit bland and become more satisfying as you proceed. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic, where the moon, sun, and Earth exactly line up here. A shadow mysteriously covers the sun or moon and creates an eclipse. The ancients thought a giant creature cast those shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of a dragon. And if I'm not mistaken, I think 2024 is the year of the dragon in the Chinese zodiac. So interesting that you're getting this as one of your first readings of this year. So the point where the moon heads north is called the North Node, the dragon's head, and calls you forward. Action. Think about where you'd like to be and what you'd like to be doing in 10 years. And make this a beacon that guides you through the time in between. Notice I think this is a typo. Notice what piques your curiosity. That's something that excites and beckons you, even if it's unfamiliar. Practice beginner's mind and learn the basics. Some people may resist your change and tell you to stay in your lane, but that is just their discomfort talking. Advisors, friends, or employees who were once perfect for you may no longer be companions you need on this fresh path. If they truly wish the best for you, they will eventually celebrate as your world expands. If your field of expertise feels too small or confined, branch out and explore new territory. Along this path are people you need to meet and situations that put you out of your comfort zone and call you to your soul's growth. Challenge. It can be scary to leave familiar territory. Even people who love you may resist your evolution if it could pull you away from them. Gift. New beginnings dawn and your fate awaits. This path may start out with uncertainty, but it will become more solid and delicious as you progress. All right, thank you, my Leos. I will see you tomorrow for your next daily reading. Have a great day.